said so long, carry on, 'cause the devil wants to take me for a ride.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Get Your Act Together with Mike Bain. How you doing? I'm doing good. Hope you motherfuckers are doing good. You're killing it. It's summertime. It's not summer till like June 16th, but we're calling it summertime. It's hot as balls where I'm at. I'm sweating right now. And COVID's over. Just cut it out. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's been gone. You know what is funny? Is I saw someone post something, and it's a former colleague of mine, another comic, and I was so relieved to see this posted because it was honest, and it was the first time I saw someone be honest about this. And she said, I'm going to be, this is her post, she wrote, I'm going to be honest, I'm sad that quarantine and lockdown are over and the world is coming back. And I know what you guys are thinking, what? But for me, my Facebook and a lot of my social media has been filled with people like that who just won't admit it. So I'm very appreciative that she admitted it, because that is a lot of comics. For whatever reason, people who want to be in front of large groups of people telling jokes are more often than not the most antisocial motherfuckers you will ever meet in your life. And a lot of them have really, it was never about masks or COVID or whatever, or lockdown rules. They just hate seeing other people do shit and have fun that they can't do because of their anxiety or whatever it is that they've got going on. And that's finally coming out because I don't know if the CDC and even Biden said you cannot wear a mask if you've been vaccinated. You can go outside unvaccinated and not wear a mask. You're fine. You're good, dude. You're good, player. And then there are people going, I'm still wearing my mask. And it's like, dude, you listened to the CDC this whole time. Why aren't you listening to them now? Because they finally said something you don't like? And it was people saying, I'm never going to stop wearing mine. How am I supposed to know who's a Trumpkin and who isn't? And for the record, the left, you need to get together, have a coalition, and figure out one nickname. Because you get too many and they don't work. Okay? Maggots, Trumpkins, Trumpsters, Trumpansies. It's just that it's real fucking boomer hack shit. Come up with one decent one and just stick it there. Just be okay with that. Rock with it. But for those of you listening, the world is not going to come back the way it used to. That is never going to exist. And the media is trying to make this new normal. It's time for the new normal. New normal. No normal. Nova normal. Nouveau normal. No. Okay, something different is happening, but we're going to socialize again. And if you're not into that, tough titties, bitch. Fucking deal with it. There is a segment out there who really, like, with the most, just as there's an extreme on the other end, where it's like the guy who goes into Walmart and fights with a minimum wage cashier over wearing his mask. There's the guy on the fucking other end who wears it while he's fucking his wife. I'm just kidding. He's not fucking his wife. He's wearing it while he watches someone else fuck her. Ew! Anyway. I remember, there is a group of people who just are antisocial, hate fun. In Boston, they exist. They're the people who every year go, oh, did a sports ball thing happen? Dude, I don't like sports. Really? I'm not. I will watch sometimes. I'm a hack. I come in for the playoffs, and that's it. Otherwise, I have a life to live, and I have a personality beyond a sports team. Speaking of hack personalities, the yuppie girl who travels is a hack personality. Loving The Office is not a personality. Writing, I want the gym to my Pam in your profile is a guaranteed way to get most men to swipe left. So loving The Office, not a personality. Smoking weed, not a personality. Having crippling anxiety, not a personality. Right? And just being all about a sports team, not a personality either. Guys, be a person. Figure it the fuck out. Come on. Get together. But there's this group of nerds in Boston, whenever a team wins, they're angry that people they don't like, the jocks or whatever, are happy. They're just angry that someone is happy. And I had this happen before with a girl I was dating who... I did my hack thing. I started watching the playoffs when the Red Sox made it. Because, dude, I don't have time for... How many baseball games are there in the summer? What is it? 800? 2,000? 30 fucking million? It's too many. It's too many. All right? It's too slow. I fucking said it, dude. I'm that dude. It's too slow. It's too much. I'm fucking done. No, I'm not watching baseball. I'm a grown-ass adult, dude. I just don't have time to kill on a Tuesday afternoon. All right, well, I watch a bunch of bums lazily fucking scratch their dick. I used to love baseball, okay? Not anymore. Anyway, I'm watching it. The Red Sox win the World Series, and she walks over and turns the TV off on me. We have a massive fight. And I was like, you did that just to piss me off? There are people like that right now who are mad that the world is coming back and people are going to be happy, go outside, and interact with people. And here's what I got to say. Fuck those people. We're back, baby. Anyway, speaking of which, here's a question for you. I'm outside a lot. You guys are like, if you're watching YouTube, you're like, hey, Mike, you didn't put up a video this time. Number one, I'm in a rush. Number two, I'm breaking out bad, guys. I'm breaking out. I want the world to know. Got these white heads to show. It's fucking gross. I feel like I'm 15 again. I fucking hate it. I can't not pick them, and then they turn into scabs. So here's what's going on. I'm working outside in the sun a lot. I have this delicate, dainty ginger skin, gorgeous porcelain skin, and I need to protect it. So I have to use a minimum of SPF 50 at least every 60 to 90 minutes. I got to relather. All right, I'm using NOAD because it has less chemicals than the other ones. And what is happening is it's clearly clogging the pores on my face. And as a result, I'm breaking out. I got two big ones on my nose, one under my nose, right under my nose. Like, you know how I know I got it sucks? Because I can see the one on my nose with my fucking eye. When I looked at my nose, I could see it. I got two on my cheeks. I popped them. They scabbed up. Haven't popped a pimple in years. Ladies or fellas who really take care of their skin, what can I do to stop this? Because it's disgusting. I'm a teenager all over again, and I hate it. It's bringing me back to those days when I was in high school, and I was afraid to pop my zits. I was that, oh God, I was fat, full head of bright ginger hair, freckly, couldn't talk to women, no friends, and I had zits. Oh, disgusting. God, I want to go back in time just to bully me. Give me a solid fucking ultimate wedgie. And my dad would pull me aside and he'd say, I'm popping your zits whether you like it or not. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that he did it, because what I would do is I couldn't just squeeze them because I was a little bitch. It drives me nuts how afraid of zit pain I was. Even in my early 20s, just terrified of it. Endure all types of pain, but zit pain drove me nuts. I couldn't do the squeeze and pop them, so I would just take a little needle and just dab them in the middle and then try and fucking drain them. And it never worked. It never worked. They'd go down and then they'd refill. And I remember one time I had one on my face and I rubbed it and it popped, so I went to the bathroom to drain it, and I came back, and the kids sitting near me all started dying because they know what happened to me. Like, it's like, oh, what happened to this giant blog on your face? Do you know that they used to kill people for being witches if they had big pimples? Yeah, they did. I honestly, I'm kind of for that. Pop that shit, dude. Pop that shit, or we'll pop you. All right, pop those zits, or you're going to the dunk tank. All right, maybe that's why women take such good care of their skin, because they knew if they didn't, they get burned at the stake. Oh, anyway. Oh, yeah. We're back, baby. I'm feeling great, dude. I had like a complete epiphany. You know why I'm so good? Because something happened. I had a couple conversations with friends who I hadn't talked to in a little while. I reached out, and I had an honest conversation where I go, dude, 2020 was the worst year of my fucking life. Something happened. I fell back mentally to a place I struggled. I fought. And I was in some dark places. And I'm realizing more and more that I'm out of them. Or at least I'm getting out of them. Or like I had one of those things where I was like, oh shit, I'm doing a lot better. And that's a good fucking feeling, man. Because it's really hard to see your own progress. It's really hard to just look in the mirror and go, hey, my zits are gone, when it's your mental health. There's no pop zit for mental health. And fuck, man. And you know what I realized? I'm not the only one. A lot of us got really fucked up in 2020 with, especially if we lost our careers or family or whatever, and not being able to. I know I'm not the only one. And guys, it's Renaissance time. It's the rebirth. We're coming back. You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm doing good. You're doing good. Well, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. But fucking take some of this fucking feel-good energy, right? Let me pop my feel-good energy all over you. I'm sorry. This took a turn. This is gross. Anyway, did I talk about walruses last time? I don't think I did. I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Dude, I'll get back to that. Anyway, I'm just going to answer the questions at the beginning this time because I always just babble on, and then at the end, I don't have anything. I try and rush the questions, so I'm just going to do them right now. All right? Let me pull this up, Mike. Let me see. So, question number 1. Why you so cute? Oh, because my mama made me that way. That's nice, dude. That makes me feel good. Thank you, sweet lady. Do I throw away sentimental things that just sit around trying to clean up my place? Oh, boy. Well, if you listen to the pod, you know my attitudes on hoarding and things. It depends on how sentimental, man. Take a sit and think to myself, is this really sentimental? For instance, I have a fake ring that I wear. It is sentimental. I broke up with my ex of 7 years. I was working a play at the Schubert Theater. I was running Spotlight for it. And the play was a political allegory. I guess that's a way of saying it. Using the Lord of the Rings as a background for the idea of women in business. It was run by the Harvard Business School. And the idea with the play was this girl was successful in business, and they were all just like, what is her special power? She has the ring. And it was all about, she had like Uncle Bilbo from Southie, and Frodo was trying to get the ring that she had, but Frodo was like a young Harvard Business School dude. It was corny as fuck. But anyway, they had a prop, a golden ring. It's not real gold, it's fake, but it has Elvish on it. And at the end of the play, because it was a one-off, we demoed everything. And there are massive piles of rubble in the middle of the stage that are going to be thrown into a dumpster. And as I'm sweeping up, and there's just broken wood everywhere. Broken wood and little bits of metal and steel. Just tons of broken wood and dust and bullshit. I'm sweeping up, and I find something gold glitters at me out of this pile. And I reach in, and there's the ring. And I just lost my clatter ring, which is something that is given to you the Irish don't really do it anymore. Irish Americans still definitely do. But it is something used as like a dating thing to a degree. Depending on how the ring faces, you're either single or not. And I had lost it. I gave it back to my girlfriend. I put this ring on, and it fit perfectly. And I've routinely lost the ring. And then I find it again. I find it under my pillow. Well, because I left it under my pillow. But it's a fun little thing that I will lose it and it always comes back to me. And if I lose it eventually, I'll just lose it. But anyway, women see it in my dating profile and then they go, oh, why do you have a wedding band? And I go, because I'm married. It's on my right hand. It's amazing how many times I go through this with women where they go, why do you have that? Why do you have a wedding band? I go, it's my right hand. And then despite me telling them they're wrong, they then go, well, that's, instead of just going, taking accountability, which women have a hard time doing, they still dump it on me. I actually had a girl search my Instagram and say, you have a wedding band in all your photos. And I go, it's my right hand. It's not a real wedding band. She goes, that's creepy as fuck anyway. And I just say, your energy is whack as fuck. I have no desire to be with you. Peace out. And then block her. So, back to your question. How sentimental is it? Is it something small like my goofy ring that you can hold on to? Then keep it. If you have a sentimental boat that you don't use, get rid of it. Okay? If it can't fit in your pocket and it's sentimental, I would get rid of it. Also, how sentimental is it? Is it something passed down to you through your family? Is it something that genuinely is something symbolic to you? Or are you really just making excuses to hoard because it reminds you at a time in your life when things were better? All right? Shit, man. Even I did it. I'm cleaning out my folks' house, and I found all my old dinosaur toys. And I was like, oh, dude, it's my fucking Stegosaurus, dude. It's my shitty plastic made in Taiwan Stegosaurus that probably, poisoned me with its gross plastics. And I was like, who can I give this to? No one, Mike. It sucks. Throw it away. And I had to force myself to throw it away. So, clean them out. Get rid of them. If you're saying multiple sentimental things, give yourself a cap. Give yourself like 5 to 10 sentimental things. Because the reality is, you don't need them. You don't, man. If I didn't need my stuffed Alf plushie for stupid TikTok videos, I'd throw it away. Another one, have me on your podcast. Well, if you're around, dude, I don't do them online. Another one, what have you done over the last year to stay sane and grounded? Habits/tips. Shit. You know what? I kind of wish I saved these for later. Fuck it. Whatever, Mike. You already did it. Because now I'm serious and then save the funny for later. No one likes that. You want funny and then serious. To stay sane. I wish I really had something for you because I fucking fell off there multiple times. What I did to stay sane and grounded, reach out to people when you need help. Talk to people. Call people. Don't fight it on your own. Do not do that. If you think of someone, text them. Say hi. Don't go, I'm thinking of you, and then just whatever. If you're thinking of another human being, reach out to them. Just say, hey, what up, dude? Thinking of you. Wellness check. My friend Maida does that. She'll text me and go, wellness check. Go, wellness check. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. That's good. Do that. Get in a habit of anything. You need habits of every morning do push-ups. Every morning, just maybe they're 15 push-ups, but fucking do them. Get in a habit of having a good habit. Simple. Build a workout habit. Build a walk every day at a certain time. Build a structured schedule. Don't live in chaos and entropy. You need it. Okay? Entropy leads to despair. It really does. All right? Look, I like to go with the flow, but you got to have structure for healthy things. Beyond that, shit, man, I don't know. I had some fall-offs this year for sure. Also, I put in the work ahead of time. You get fit. If you're going to run a marathon, all right, you train for the marathon. Train your brain and train your mind when times are good so that when times are bad, you're ready for it. It's really hard to get out of an anxiety attack in the middle of an anxiety attack. All right? It's easier to train yourself what to do when you're not having one. Okay? That way you implement it when it happens. If I hadn't trained myself to deal with my problems without alcohol or thinking about fucking suicide, I would have, easily considered both of those this year. But I didn't. I did not. And so that's what you got to do. I don't know how anyone stayed fully grounded this year. I think the only way you could have stayed fully sane and grounded this year is if you were wealthy and you just knew no matter what, I'm not losing anything. That's all I can imagine. Everyone else, I imagine, got fucked up. And we got the whole world took a dick in the butt except for fucking Jeff Bezos and those Amazon cunts. They were great. And Walmart too. Fuck them. The rest of us, they're sitting over there with nice tight buttholes, and the rest of us have been loosened up in pain and suffering. Anyway, on to topics. I'm not going to start with that one, dude. Oh, you know what? Here, I'll transition to this. I told you guys about a time where I spend time with family. Spend time with people that care about you. That matters more than you think. Human beings are not solitary creatures. Solitary confinement is torture. All right? It's torture to other animals. We've seen what happens to great apes and elephants when they're left in a zoo alone. They lose their fucking mind. And as much as you scream and tell yourself, I'm antisocial, or I'm this, or I'm that, I can't be around people. Why is it that those people are always fucked up? Well, it's because they haven't figured out how to be around people. Look, you can want space. I like space. It's good to be okay being alone, but you should be around people. All right? The solitary, what does every mass shooter have in common? They suck with women, they get no pussy, and they're antisocial and have no friends. Same thing with terrorists. It's all the same thing. They're lonely, I have no friends, people. So that whole, I don't like people, man. People suck. Don't be around. Shut up. Get over that, you fucking 14-year-old goth pussy. Be a fucking man and be around people. I had a great time being around my family. That's what I did. That helped keep me sane and grounded. There you go. Reminded me, I had this. There's this thing on Netflix. God, I hope I didn't talk about this in the last podcast because I'm going to have to cut this out. Oh, God. And if I did and you're listening, I hate me too for what I'm about to do right now. There was a show on Netflix that I watched with my cousins, and it was, all right, so I did not talk about this. I paused this so I could go check. All right, I was sitting with my family, and there is a nature show on Netflix, and in it, this was, hold on. So I sit down with my cousin and her kids to watch a nature documentary, and her husband as well. And it's on Netflix. I don't remember what it is, but in this video, there's some walruses. And I don't know why walruses sounds wrong. It's not walrus eye. I guess it's walruses. I guess so. All right, Mike, I'll have to look this up after the episode. Anyway, I sit down to watch this show about walruses, and it's like, hey, sometimes these walruses, because there's not enough room on the beach anymore, because, water levels have risen, they climb these cliffs, and then the unexpected happens. And these walruses are like 300 feet in the air on cliffs. And you're like, is this really, are you going to show me what I think you're going to show me? And then it happens. The walruses try to make their way down these massive cliffs, and it goes about as good as you think a 2-ton animal with flippers would going down a 90-degree incline off a cliff. It's a disaster. The Walruses are falling, they're tumbling, they're bashing themselves off jagged rocks. Their fucking guts are spilling out of their mouths. They're impaling themselves on their own tusks. They're exploding in just balls of meat, just just falling. And at the bottom, there's just a giant mound of bloody walruses, just struggling on top of one another. It's horrific. It's one of the most insane things I've ever watched. It's ungodly. They're splattering. Every now and then you think one makes it. You go, oh no, he's all right. And then boom, fucking impaled on a rock. And then one guy, there's some of them, it's just, they start hitting bam, rock, bam, rock, bam, rock. And you go, he can't take anymore. 15 more rocks. Bam, bam, bam. Blood and gore and guts and just walruses exploding and falling down in just horrific, gruesome, disgusting fashion. And I'm watching with my 5 and my 6-year-old cousin. And their faces are mortified. I was like, this is going to cause you trauma later on in life. Oh man, this is your Artax moment. This is it for you. And they're just frozen, wide-eyed, not saying anything. And their mom is like, maybe we should we just change the channel? Come on, we just change the channel. And the dad's like, nah, it's good. It's good for him. Hey, Gay can handle it. It's fine. So that's what you do that's what you do when you want to ground yourself. You watch walrus snuff films on Netflix. Jesus Christ, that was. If I warn you, you have been warned. If you watch, I can't get over how insane this video was. It was narrated by Attenborough. You're just sitting there, you're watching a David Attenborough film, just going, oh man, this is wholesome. And then it's just walrus genocide. Just the... Oh, God. Oh, dude, it's I don't know. Why do I think that's funny? Why is that so funny to me? I don't know, but that's what I do to center myself. Anyway, what's going on in the world? It's a cold, hard, crazy place out there. Demi Lovato has come out as non-binary because Demi Lovato is a fucking hack. This isn't an attack on trans people. This is an attack on Demi Lovato. Okay? I have nothing against trans people. I have something against Demi Lovato. Okay? Because she's being a fraud. Okay? There was a big thing in Boston where one of the morning radio show people, his name is Maddie in the Morning. The guy is 72. Maddie is 72, but he kills it with young women. Young women listen to his show all the time. Why? Because they grew up listening to it. That's it. The man is a dinosaur. He's 72. Anyway, Maddie came out and was making fun of Demi Lovato for being non-binary. It caused a big row. He quit on air. He came back, and everyone was on his side. And then what did he do? He attacked this poor little girl on his show who was his producer and basically fired her on air. Anyway, Maddie got in trouble, and everyone came to support him. And as they rightly should, because Maddie was correct in making fun of Demi Lovato, because Demi is not doing this. Demi is a fucking attention whore. And it sucks, and I hope she gets fucking help. But what Demi does, so DMX died, and what did Demi Lovato do? She talked about her own, it reminds me of my struggle with addiction. She made it about her. Demi can't not be in the spotlight for 5 minutes. And what Demi is doing right now, and this is why I'm attacking Demi, not for being fucking non-binary, but because she's a fake, and she's a phony and she's a fraud. And what she's doing is genuinely going to hurt trans people in the long run. Because there is this thing where young girls, especially young white girls, and especially spoiled girls, just decide that I'm gonna be trans non-binary. I'll just be non-binary. I'll get a boy's regular haircut, grow out my armpits, and now ta-da! I went from being a privileged white girl who has it all to being a persecuted minority. Every white girl's greatest fantasy. Okay? And it's hurting trans people because when fakes and phonies do that, it makes people think maybe everyone's faking it, and they're not, okay? Also, are there some non-binary people? Yes, but it is a very small amount of people, and it's kind of being trans means I'm born in the wrong body, I got the wrong hormones at birth, I got to switch this over. All right, I don't know why being trans also is suddenly including people that are just in, a chick with a beard. That's not anyone who's ambiguous or whatever is now trans also. LGBTQ, you gotta protect your boundaries, dude. You gotta protect your boundaries. All right, when Rachel Dolezal was like, I'm black people said, yeah, no. Yeah, no. No, you're not. And trans people, you don't do this. And I get why, because at various points throughout your life, someone's called you a faker. And so when someone else comes out and someone calls them a faker, you gotta stand by them. And no, because some dudes are faking. Some ladies are faking. Demi wants attention, and she's gonna inspire young, confused women who also want attention to just do this. Why is it that there is an abundance of people who have mental health issues who are suddenly coming out as non-binary transgender, and they're overwhelmingly girls, young, white, privileged, upper-class, suburban white girls? Why? Examine that, okay? Demi, you phony, you fake. It's not real. Remember, this is not bashing trans people. I'm bashing Demi fucking Lovato because she's a phony and she wants attention. Can't believe I'm here with Maddie. Demi, just go be happy. You're rich. You're rich, baby. Also, what are you doing? What is it? Did it take you that long to figure it out, Demi? No, it didn't. You got famous off them big tatas, and suddenly you're telling us not to look at them? Fuck you. I'm still looking. Get out of here. Also, you're not... Demi, you don't just get to tell the world to call you they, them. You're really going to turn people on you. You are. All right? And what sucks is Demi's going to inspire a lot of young, impressionable women to do the same. And it's going to turn being LGBTQ into being a fad. Being woke has gotten so bad. It's gotten so bad that I'm watching people who I know who are liberals and progressives really turning on it. Like, it's gotten so bad that the left is like, dude, get it under fucking control. That's how bad woke culture has got. And everyone's afraid of it. And what is it that everyone's afraid of? I want you to think. What are you afraid of? Because I know dudes that aren't even in the public spotlight. They're scared shitless of the internet. That is scared shitless of somehow being put on, with the target being put on them. What are you afraid of? Who are these people we're afraid of, huh? It's all some fat, pimply, pink-haired chick with a mustache who has she, her, they, them pronouns. That's who everyone is afraid of. And you know why you're afraid of them? Because they sit inside all day, because they're not going outside. They're the people that love the pandemic, and they're sitting inside, and they're just bitching and moaning on Twitter and Instagram. That's who's doing it, man. It's them. Happy people out living their lives. Look, baby boomers get mad too, but they just don't know how to work the internet. They don't know how to get on Twitter and complain. They call up on a landline to bitch and moan, and companies don't have landlines anymore, so they're like, fuck off, douchebag. That's what they're doing. That's what's happening. So it's not that they're a very small amount of the population. We just have a society set up where their voice seems to be the loudest. So, hey, stop being a bitch. If you get in trouble, grow a pair of balls and stand by it. All right? Stop. All right? Just be an adult. Is this really... This will take me to my next thing. So, Morgan Wallen, who I guess is a country singer I only just found out about, got in trouble for saying a racial slur that begins with an N and ends with an R. And here's the thing. I was like, oh, man, this ain't going to be good. Country singer with a thick southern accent. Oh, man, who did he call it to? And then I look at the video, and he's just leaving a car with his friends, after a night of drinking. And some creep is videotaping him out a window across the street. And him and his friends are talking shit. Oh, yeah, fuck you, whatever, pussy. And he goes, you bitch-ass nit. And he says it. And then this is the huge thing. And I just go, dude, that's come on. Come on. Is that what we're going to go after? Like that one? There's bigger fish to fry than some dude who doesn't have a black fan base jokingly dropping it. Like, look, come on. We got to, if you don't like that he did that, fine. But now he has to talk to the NAACP. It's like, oh shit. Oh, dude, like you can't say shit with your friends drunk in the middle of the street anymore? What's going on? Come on. There's a time and a place. If he's yelling it in line at a store, that's different. If he's screaming in traffic, that's different. Also, there's Jesus, this is really funny, but Ted Cruz got in trouble for comparing two military recruitment videos. Actually, I watched a video that showed three. It was three compared together. It was a Russian military recruitment video, a Chinese military recruitment video, and an American Army recruitment ad. All right. And so the Russian one shows like a buff dude, right? And it's like, you're going to be, I don't fully understand the translation, but he's working out. He's getting jacked. He's becoming part of a team. He's conquering stuff. He's jumping out of airplanes. He's shooting his gun. He's Russian Rambo, dude. Killing it. Just hardcore, man. He's going through boot camp and everything. He's becoming a man. And then the Chinese ad was a manly thing. It was this Chinese dude protecting his country, fighting for the China, fighting for the motherland, tanks and bombs and rah and rah, just what you would expect out of the military, a killing force. It shows boys being turned into grown-ass killing machines. And then the American ad. Jesus fucking Christ. It's an anime video. It's an anime video of a girl. And they searched hard to find this. They searched super hard to find this one instance of this in the military, because this is less than 1% of the American population that this applies to. And she's a girl from California who had two lesbian moms, and one of them was disabled. And her friends climbed Mount Everest and were working in the Peace Corps, and she wanted to make a difference. So I joined the Army to fight for woke, progressive, liberal values. And dude, it is just the most pussy thing you have ever seen in the history of the world. And it is, and it's funny because there were 4 other videos, and they were all along those lines. The CIA recently released a video too. I think I talked about that on my last episode. And it was bizarre. I'm going to be honest, dude. It does not... it does not strike fear into the enemies of America. And it's funny because Cruz got ripped to shit by the left on Twitter for calling this out. And it's fun watching the new blue MAGA. Like, it's fun watching Democrats and liberals argue for imperialism. It's gross, but it's fun. It is. It's fun. I'm going to be honest, dude. It's kind of fun. And they ripped apart. They ripped him apart for this. You're a traitor. It's Russian propaganda, blah. But, dude, that's what the military, the idea of wokening the military is the most hilarious thing ever. And it's not about not being gay in the military. You can be gay in the military. Shit, dude. There's been gay militaries before. Dude, the ancient, throughout the classical world, dudes were butt fucking. Persians, Greeks. Dudes would go create a phalanx, and then a few of them would go out and fucking smash their boy catamites after. That's what the Athenians did, and the Spartans, and the Romans. All right? There was a time when it was considered ultra-masculine to be such a fucking Chad that you butt-fucked the lesser Chads. All right? That you can have hyper-masculinity, and it can be gay. All right, and you can also go smash your bitches. You can do both. All right, there were gladiators who would go get out of the arena and have their fill of pussy and boy booty. All right, that's a cold hard reality. So that's fine. Do it up, whatever. Show that buff fucking dude who's out there killing Taliban and then comes home and sniffs poppers and blows out someone's ring. That dude can exist. But cut the bullshit with the femininity. That's some soft-ass shit. Ladies, war is the province of men. Get over it. There's some battle-hardened girls, yes, but it ain't no place for that soft-ass shit in the world of killing. And for those of you who keep saying, dude, we live in a technological era, man, yes, and you know how you destroy a technologically advanced military? You just fuck up its tech. You drop an EMP. You reduce its technological advantage. In every instance, when a advanced civilization gets great, the men get feminine and they get soft, and then a bunch of marauding, toxically masculine barbarians come out of the hinterlands and rape and pillage and destroy that civilization. All right? Ancient China thought that it was the most advanced civilization in the world, and a bunch of Mongolians who made clothing out of dead mice sacked their empire because they were that badass. All right? It happened to Persia. They put on makeup. They got soft. All right? Alexander the Great and his Greek and Macedonian army beat them to shit. And then the Greeks got soft and feminine because times weren't hard anymore, and the Romans came along, and the Romans were ultra-masculine in their early stages, and they beat the bag out of the Greeks, and then eventually Rome got soft and did the same thing, and their boys got all soft and dainty, and next thing you know, Rome is being sacked by Germanic barbarians, and then Rome is sacked, all right, by Goths and Vandals and Lombards, and it's the same story. Time immemorial, the advanced civilization with all its tech. All your tech means nothing if you got a bitch-ass soul. And ladies, I'm not saying that being a woman makes you weak. I'm just saying that men are supposed to be men. All right? Not you women. You get the monopoly on being women. Men will keep the monopoly on being men. And Demi Lovato can go... She can pass notes back and forth between the two of us. This commercial is so... Please, dude, watch the commercial. It's just hilarious. It's just funny watching the military. A unit used for imperialism. That's what the American military is, guys. We fight wars for imperialism. All right, we fight wars for oil. We fight wars so that fruit companies can put up right-wing death squads in Latin America. Reed Smedley Butler's War is a Racket. He's the most decorated Marine ever. And he explained how he was a gangster for American capitalist economic interests. He didn't fight for American freedom. He was a huge advocate for the American military should be at the American border, and that's it. And now it's become progressive. It's become progressive, and I watch progressives argue over why the American military would mop the floor with any other country, which was something only meathead 18-year-olds used to do on social media. And now it's 16-year-old anime profile picked non-binary pink-haired people arguing over why our military would... Dude, the world is upside down. The world is upside down, ladies and gentlemen. UFOs are out. UFOs are here. And I think it's bullshit because because the Pentagon is showing us, dude. They still haven't told us who killed Kennedy, but they're releasing UFO stuff. They're doing something, man. They're planning something. There's at some point there's just gonna be a hey, dude. There's aliens out there, and if we don't learn to work together, they're doing the You guys ever seen The Watchmen or read that comic book? At the end of it, Dr. Manhattan, Dr. Manhattan was the thing they used in the movie, but I think it was Ozymandias. Basically, he created in the comic book, it was an alien interdimensional life form. In the movie, it was Dr. Manhattan. Spoiler alert, creates a horrific terrorist attack that wipes out at least multiple cities. And the objective is to get the world to work together. And hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pentagon is faking some UFO videos so that they can say, let's all coalesce around America right now so we can fight off these goofy aliens because they're here, but they're not ready because we're queer. Oh, shit. All right. How am I going to finish this, Mike? Oh, crack that neck, dude. Well, you know what? I'm not going to tackle Israel-Palestine right now. I don't have the I could speak on it. I don't have the mental wherewithal to do that right now. I'm pretty exhausted. I've had a very, very busy week, and I'm about to take a long ride. I don't want to. That's a deep fucking issue. All right, Mike. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I'm acting like you guys are sitting over my shoulder, looking at what I'm going to talk to you about. Oh, here, you know what? Here, let me talk about this, dude. I had a couple videos go viral again on TikTok. One of them was me finding what apparently are like stick-on bras in the street. I didn't know what they were. I've never been with a woman who wore these, but apparently they're like, I don't know, man. They look like chicken cutlets, but they're titties. Like, and I stopped and go, what is this? Is this a titty? And right now, some woman goes, oh, I used to wear those during pageants. And some psycho with it's always someone with no fucking picture on their profile is trolling her and saying, you did child pageants, you're a fucking pedophile. And I want to just interject and be like, lady, stop fighting. And then but also, like, the more people comment, the more views I get. And then the higher profile my video gets. And so it's better for me that people fight on my shit. And this is social media in a nutshell. I put a comment up on a Barstool video where I said there was a video of someone videoing someone in a Bruins game who was with a girl, and then she left to go take a piss, and then he started right swiping on Tinder. And I wrote, stop snitching. And then I come back and there's like a 30 person argument and 30 comment thread argument. And at some point people are arguing over whether or not it's a fetish and just calling each other stupid and correcting there, and there. All right. And I just go, what is this? This is not, whenever you post a comment, if you're an early one, go back. And go to the end. And people are arguing about something that has nothing to do with the initial comment. And I had another video where I videotaped one of my cousin's roosters which was force humping a midget chicken. So in the animal kingdom, sex is not always consensual. Chicken sex is violent. The rooster, the head rooster, the alpha rooster, does not let the other beta roosters mate. And he protects his pack of chickens, his hens. As a result, he takes it when he wants it. Okay? And the hens, they accept it and they give it as in repatriation. That's not the correct word. In recompense, that's not it either. They basically just whatever. They give it up, or they allow it to go down, and they stick around despite his violent sexual antics because he keeps them safe. Because he's an alpha cock. He's an alpha fucking rooster, and he has fought off bobcats, but he couldn't always fight them off. They've lost, 10 chickens to bobcats. But what he does is sometimes he gets in a mood, and he will just fly over, grab one of the chickens, hold her down, and just pile drive. Just absolutely just boom, 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 thunder fuck the chickens. And there's a couple that are smaller breeds of chickens. They're called bantam hens. And he held him down. I thought he was going to kill him. I thought he was going to cripple him, which can happen. Roosters can fuck chickens to death. And I yelled at him. I took a video of it. And that video went viral. And what I thought was very strange was that at some point, someone wrote, I know who that rooster voted for. And then it started this massive political argument. And I had to make a video calling it out where I said, guys, let it go. For the love of God and all that is holy, let it go. It's a video of a rooster fucking a midget chicken, and you made it political. Why? Why is it political, dude? Roosters don't vote. And for the record, I think people thought I was joking. The name of the rooster is Putin. That's his name. That's his name. He was named Putin because he's a mean motherfucker, and he didn't let the other rooster mate with the chickens. All right? He's the only one in charge, and he doesn't let anyone run for his position. So his name is Putin. At the end of the video, I say bad Putin, and I cut that part out because I didn't want the video to become political, and it did anyway. It still became, there is always a video, and it's both sides. It is both sides now, okay? So I'm not going to act like it's one side or the other, because someone also wrote it's Bill Clinton, and this person was trying to say it was Trump, all right? And guys, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party don't give a rat's dickhole about any of you. Okay, live your life. Let it go. Enjoy some non-consensual chicken fuck videos. All right? Just let it go. Let it go, man. Every video I find on the internet, every video, someone has to make it political. Every video, it could be an elephant taking a dump. And someone brings up Trump. Someone brings up Joe Biden. It doesn't matter. Let it go. Okay? Trump is orange. Joe Biden has dementia. It doesn't affect. Neither of those are things that you can control. Okay? You can't. You can't, dude. So you don't want to know how, you want to know, or I'll circle back to what I said earlier, to that question I answered. How do you maintain shit? You accept what you can and can't control. You don't allow things that are out of your hands to live rent-free in your mind. That doesn't mean you don't keep track of what's going on. All right? Yeah, keep yourself informed. But for the love of God, if you can't watch a video of a couple puppies or a video of a chick twerking, and you can't not make it political, shit, dude, it's so bad. You can't even go into the porn comments and see people not argue politics. It's everywhere. It's Reddit, it's TikTok, it's Instagram. Just, if it's a political video, I expect to see a political argument. If it's not, let it go. And to those people, if you take time out of your day to troll other people, just, you're not a happy person. And you need help. You really do. Because you could go be happy somewhere. And you're choosing to be a miserable prick. Don't be that person. Don't. Whenever anyone comments some shit to fuck with me, you know what I think? I've caught myself typing stuff out. I'll be writing stuff out to respond to someone who said something mean to me, talk shit about my mother, and then I go, wait a minute. I could go be doing shit. I could go be getting laid. I could go be hiking a mountain. I could go be eating an ice cream. Dude, I want a fucking ice cream sundae right now. I could go be doing that. But I'm not. I'm sitting here arguing with your bitch ass. And you know what that makes me? A sucker ass bitch. All right? Don't let people troll you. When someone is trolling, they're literally screaming, I'm fucked up and depressed in the head. And guess what? I was one of those little cunts. I did it when I was a young, miserable drunk. I'd drink vodka and I'd sit at my laptop and I would write shit on YouTube videos. Thankfully, it wasn't a long period of my life. It was a short period, but I did it. And you know what? I was the most miserable, pussyless, chubby sack of shit in the world. And I had no one to blame for my situation but me, because I hadn't figured out how to fix it yet. So, all right, go be happy. Go get out there and enjoy summer, dude. Get laid. Don't let people get under your skin. Don't get in the comment threads. And anyway, that's it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for listening. Get your act together. Guys, go out. Fucking get laid. Get in that sun, dude. Have a good fucking summer. Life's coming back, and whether you like it or not, be happy. Be ready. Figure yourself out. Go be non-binary. Peace. With a hood, yeah.